Hey everyone, it's Colin. How's it going? It's kind of a running joke here at This Does Not Compute Global Headquarters that every time I want to play a game on the Wii U, I have to sit through at least one update of some sort before I can launch the game. There was even this infamous event where right after the first set of Mario Kart 8 DLC came out, that I had to sit and wait for literally an hour and a half for all of the updates that were pending between the Wii U system software and Mario Kart 8 updates just to actually get the DLC downloaded and installed. It was an hour and a half between turning the console on and finally being able to race on those new tracks. And I sat there and wondered why? Why is it so freaking slow for the Wii U to do some of these updates? I remember even the initial update after I bought the Wii U took over an hour just for the system software. So I got to thinking, is it something with the Wii U itself, or is it more related to its network connection? So that's something that we're going to explore today. Now the Wii U of course came with a built-in Wi-Fi adapter just like the original Wii did. And it also has USB ports on the back. Now, one of the things that Nintendo thought of back when the original Wii came out is that perhaps not everyone has Wi-Fi or has decent Wi-Fi signal near where they want to use their Wii. So they came out with an external accessory, basically a USB adapter to let you plug in an Ethernet cable. Now, since the Wii U's come out, that adapter has become hard to find. Nintendo seems to have discontinued it. There are third-party adapters available these days, though, that are basically clones of the original. And I picked up one of those to use as a test. So the adapter I bought was manufactured by HDE. There's a couple other companies that make them as well. And they function supposedly the same as the original Nintendo accessory. Now, we need to establish a baseline. I have decent Wi-Fi here at home. My wireless router supports 802.11ac. I have very fast internet speeds. My cable connection is 50 megabit down and 10 megabit up. So the actual kind of backbone connection that I have to the internet really isn't a factor. So I shouldn't have to worry too much about wireless signal strength, which I know is very strong where my Wii U is installed. And I shouldn't have to worry about my speed out to the internet either as to playing really a factor. My speed to the internet is faster than what even the theoretical maximum for the Wii U's built-in Wi-Fi can support. So let's establish that baseline. Connected to Wi-Fi, I open up the internet browser and go to one of only a couple of known working speed test websites. In this case, we're going to use testmy.net. There's a couple other ones, but the thing to note is that since the Wii U doesn't support Flash, you need to use a testing website that only works over HTML. So going to testmy.net over Wi-Fi on the Wii U reveals that we get an average download speed of 8.8 or so megabits per second, and an average upload rate of right around 3 megabits per second. This is far slower than what my internet connection is. So there's something definitely going on with the Wii U and how fast it's able to connect to the internet. So I plugged in that Wii U LAN adapter and connected it to an Ethernet cable that runs directly into my router. So I've got a known fast connection to my router and out to the internet through that LAN cable. Switching the connection in the Wii U to prefer that LAN adapter, I go back into the web browser and we run the test again. Interesting results here. We're only averaging slightly faster speeds, right about 9 megabits per second, and the upload rate is pretty similar at about 3. So the speeds between wired and wireless are actually very close, so we're pretty much safe to assume that the actual connection medium doesn't really matter when it comes to how fast the Wii U can operate on the network. And I've got a plausible explanation as to why. The original Wii was really just kind of a variation on the original GameCube. And the original GameCube, as Nintendo has always kind of traditionally done, wasn't overly powerful. It wasn't really kind of a barn burner for its day in terms of performance. Nintendo has always had kind of a bare minimum type of philosophy when it comes to the silicon that it puts into its consoles. If the game runs smoothly, that's good enough for them. They're not going to throw more hardware into the console than they need to. This helps keep costs and development time down. So the original Wii was similar to the GameCube in terms of its processor architecture. And the Wii U, we've learned, is really just kind of a bumped up version of the original Wii. It's got a very similar processor to the original Wii, it just has some extra cores to be able to handle rendering HD content. I'm thinking that Nintendo simply didn't prioritize network speed when they designed the Wii or Wii U. I guess they figured that, well, you'll just do something else while the device is on the network. And 8 megabits for a download speed is fast enough really to get away with watching Hulu or Amazon Prime or Netflix or any of the other built-in video streaming apps on the Wii U. So Nintendo really hasn't had a need or desire to try to speed that up. There may be some tweaks that Nintendo could release with a software update, but I rather doubt it. I suspect the speed is what it is. So the takeaway from this: don't bother buying one of those Wii LAN adapters unless you have really bad wireless performance where your Wii U is located. If you're getting much less than 8 megabits per second, like 2 or 3, then that's obviously a Wi-Fi signal problem. And one of those LAN adapters, assuming you're able to run a cable to where your Wii U is located, should help a bit. But don't expect to be able to get away from those agonizing waits while the Wii U downloads and installs software and games. The best solution that I've found for that is to start the download on the Wii U and play another console. If you liked the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Those help quite a bit. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. The link is right down there. And as always, thank you all so much for watching.